Come on in. Like this video. Like the video. Come on now. Yeah. Hey. Come on. 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 All right. Honey, girl, let me tell y'all, it is a lot of stuff that's going on with Shannon Sharpe. Honey, we got another video. It's another one and another one and another one. When I tell you Tony Busby, he has a lot of audio files. And guess what, y'all? They got video files too. And guess what, y'all? Shannon Sharpe, ex-boyfriend, allegedly, Hollywood, he is sending out signals. Okay, honey, when I tell you this all, when it all goes down, it's all going down with Shannon Sharpe, okay? It is all going down with Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe is into a lot of humiliation rituals, okay? Because that's what it is. He is into a lot of that stuff, and I just want to make sure, can you guys hear me? Okay, press a 1 if you can hear me. Okay, press that 1, honey. Okay, get into my sleeves. Hold on. Y'all can hear me? Get into this. You like this sleeve? Look at that. Yeah, honey. Okay. Get into the sleeves. Make sure you guys like this video while you guys coming in. We got to get the likes up. All right. So I do have, let me take the glass off. I do have audio of Shannon Sharpe, and he is telling the world, he said, I am big and I am black, and I will, do the unthinkable to you in public because you're small and you're white. So he has this horrible demonic thing of humiliating people. And you know what I think? I think that because he's in Hollywood, did the clear man do that to him? Is he pushing on little white girls what the big white man did to him? Okay, all this humiliation, and then the race play in it, honey, when I tell you something is wrong with that brother man. And then all the going to the back door, he want to destroy donut holes. Honey, Stefan, a lot of people are speaking in the industry, in the sports, because he comes from sports, and they are not on his side. They said he is done for. Charlemagne even said, why would you even come out and speak about this? Yeah, he says, why would, oh my God, what? Oh my God, they say I'm pretty. Hold on, let me take it in. Let me take it in. Emma, thank you. Thank you, guys. All right, why do you wear gloves? Just asking, honey. It's a part of my brand, right? You got to get the GG package. It comes with the gloves, and ain't nobody wearing no gloves. Press 1 if you know any YouTubers wearing gloves. Okay? Just like when I came out slapping this fan. Beyonce wasn't slapping a fan when I was slapping a fan, okay? So I gotta up it up. I gotta get the gloves. Then I got the glasses. You gotta get the whole kit. And then we got the mic. Hell, it's called branding, baby, okay? Yeah, okay. And back in the 1800s, 1900s, women always wore gloves. Not every woman, but the classy women, the rich women, that they wore gloves, and gloves showed you their status in life. Poor women, they worked with their hands all the time, and their hands were very hard and rough, so they never wore gloves. But feminine women, they always wore gloves, and their gloves were so, hands were so dainty and all that shit. Okay, so honey, shout out to the ancestors. Honey, thank you. They say I'm so beautiful. Y'all liking this blonde? Ain't she beautiful? Okay. Ain't she? Ain't she though? Get into it. Get into it. Get into it. Hey. Hey. I'm loving you guys, and I thank y'all for joining me here. Now, I did the survey, and I said, is Miss Netta Jr., is he guilty? And half of you guys said, yes, he is guilty. And he is guilty. A lot of people are still confused of what he's guilty for. Let me tell you what he's guilty for. He is guilty because He did the unthinkable. He went in her donut hole. She said no. Okay. And he did it anyway. And she told him to put a wrapper on it because she thought he was going to go in the front, but he didn't go in the front. Okay. He did not go in the front. He took the wrapper off and he proceeded to do what he wanted to do in her donut hole. Okay. And she said, no, it don't belong right. No, 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 no. And he did it anyway. And she was crying and he still proceeded to do it. And he left and she was crying. Okay. That is a crime. Press 5 if that's a crime right there. Okay. And people talking about, well, she asked for it. Well, honey, if the roles were reversed, if this was a 19 boy that was trying to make it in Hollywood, a 19-year-old boy trying to make it into Hollywood, and you had Shannon Sharpe, or a 19-year-old boy that's trying to make it into NFL, and you had Shannon Sharpe, telling him, I got you, man. Hang out with me, homie, and I can give you this card and I can give you this. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to need some of that donut hoe. Okay. Okay. So the 19-year-old guy decided to do some stuff, but he ain't want to do all the stuff. And then Shannon Sharpe, he took it to another level and he hold him down and take his donut hoe. Okay. Y'all would have a field day with that. But because it's a girl, you don't care about girls and you see them as whores and sluts anyway. You feel like they don't have any rights. She has every right. And people are saying, well, I don't feel sorry for her. I don't feel sorry for her. Well, good, baby. You shouldn't feel sorry for her. You know why? Because she's about to be a multi-millionaire and you still over there at Pookie and Ray Ray donut shop. Okay? Hell. She about to take him for all he got, and as she should, she played the game right. He got taken by a 19, 20-year-old because he want to play these demonic games doing humiliation rituals that he's into. Okay? And who is he getting these rituals from? This is humiliation. Okay? Now, what do y'all got to say about that? What do y'all got to say about that? Press 1 if he's into humiliation rituals. Press 1. If that's what he's into. Press 4 if you feel like no. The reason why I say that, because he likes to choke people. He likes to harm people. He likes to embarrass people. He gets off on that. He gets off on that. If I don't believe it's a role play, but a lot of y'all feel like it's a role play. Okay, let's go with it. It's a role play. If it's a role play, it's his doing. This is what he's into. Hell, he's paying her. He's paying her. He's paying her. He's paying her. So if he's paying her, he's setting up what he wants to do. When you have a man and he's a client, they go to these girls to say, hey, I'm into this. I want you to eat my collard greens. Okay, I'm going to pay you $500 to eat my collard greens. These girls don't come in and them talking about, I want to eat your collard greens. Pay me $5. No, it's the man's fantasy. It's his fantasy. Everything that we're hearing out is what he wanted. He wanted her. She didn't want him. He wanted her. He pursued her. He pursued her. And how a goddamn 19, 20-year-old going to dictate a man that's 56, a big black man at that, terms and conditions? How can she dictate and control him? She don't got no power in this situation. She ain't nobody. It's all him doing. He has to take accountability. Hell. Okay? They say he's a sadist. He's some child. All I need y'all to know, like this video. I'm going to need y'all to be a liker of the video. Okay? And make sure you subscribe here at the Messy Sweet Spot. I'm your host, Gigi with the T. If you really F with me, hit my Cash App and make it clap. Okay? Yeah, we getting on your ass, Shannon. Miss Netta Jr. And honey, they are saying Miss Netta and Shannon is the same person. I don't know if I believe that. They saying it's the same person. Would y'all stop playing with us? Is they the same? Who can you imagine Miss Netta doing this to a 19-year-old boy or a 19-year-old girl? Honey, they have a field day. But because he took the wig off and now he's Shannon, oh, they want to feel sorry for him. My goodness. Yeah, we on your ass today, baby. Ooh, so let me bring this up too and ask questions if you guys want to. Feel free to ask any questions. I'm looking. Lisa says Sharpe and his lawyer would have not offended her $10 million if he did no damn innocent. Okay, let's talk about that, Lisa. Lisa is letting you guys know Shannon Sharpe and his lawyer, they had a conversation together. Okay, they were sitting by the court side. They was having a conversation. They said, this lawsuit is hitting. All right. Shannon said, well, hell, I ain't afraid because I've been sued 24 times by these girls. I've been sued 24 times and we settled 23 times. You know what I'm saying? Because he have settled 23 times. He have settled 23 times. He have settled 23 times. Let that sink in your head. Shannon Sharpe been sued over 24 times. He have settled 23 times. He have paid these girls and boys possibly behind the scenes to let the lawsuits go away. Why? Because he got a problem. Why? Because he like controlling. He like to see you as property. He like to dictate. He like to punish you. He like to humiliate you. He like to destroy you. And he feel like he can get away with anything because he's a big NFL player. And let's not forget these NFL players. They so cocky and arrogant. They dumb as hell. But they very cocky and arrogant. They feel like they can do whatever they want to do because in the Black community, what do? We put athletes and rappers, we make them as their gods. That's why you got so much nefarious things in a hip-hop, in an athlete arena. Diddy, y'all put him up as a guy. Hell, all of them. Jay-Z, okay? Calling himself Hova. Kanye, you put him up a guy. Hell, y'all praise these celebrities more than you praise the God you talk about. Okay? Let that sink in. Girl, bye. Yes, Queen Gigi in this motherfucker. Okay. Ooh, what y'all say? She ain't bleaching. She's listen, what you worried about my skin for? You see, you come up here to deter the conversation. You want to get into my skin, honey. When I start doing beauty regimens, I'll let you know. I might let your ass know. But we're talking about Shannon Sharpe. You must be an incel that's coming up in here trying to defer and distract the conversation because you get down with that stuff too. Are you Shannon Sharpe boyfriend? Huh? That's what it is. Hell, that's what it is. Renee donated $5. Thank you, Renee. All right. She says, loving the blonde sister girl. Gigi, keep the job. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate you, girl. You know you my girl, honey. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. All right. So, honey, let me bring this up. And any other things you guys have to say. So, yeah, they were sitting on the court side. He been sued over 24 times. He settled 23 times. So that lets you know he's been guilty for a lot of things. Okay. And Tony Busby also said he has more women and possibly men that is coming forward. You guys remember how Tony Busby handled Diddy. He had multiple people coming back to back talking about Diddy. And you have to remember, these men are old. They're in their 50s and 60s. How many years have they been getting away with this stuff? How many years have they done stuff like this? Shannon Sharpe, he's not a married man. He ain't trying to be married. He's out here doing nefarious things. How often do he go to participate in prostitutes or trying to get many different girls to do all this nefarious things or these different guys? Okay. You know, they're whores. So therefore, they probably have what, 3 or 4 different ones a week. Okay. They get busy. So they had a conversation, Shannon Sharpe and his lawyer, and it was like, how we gonna handle this? Shannon Sharpe said, you know what? Let's just give her 10 million. I'm sure this is what she want. All she wants is this money. So let's give her this 10 million and we gonna shut it up. Okay. Cause we about to have a deal. We got to get $100 million deal and we're going to do this shit. We're going to work it out. Now, you would think when Shannon Sharpe first got sued, he would have sit his butt down. You would think when he's second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth, the 9, the 10, the 11, the 12, the 14, the 15, the 16, when it's the 16, you would think he would sit down somewhere. But nah. Shannon is hard-headed. That big old Miss Nutterhead, he is hard-headed. He is bullheaded. He gonna do what he want to do. He feel like he is God and he is untouchable. Because mind you, every time he is paying off these girls with these lawsuits, he is growing bigger and bigger in the Hollywood industry. And then that lets me think about this. If he's doing all these humiliations and he's going after 19, 18-year-old girls that look like 12 and 13, that's acting like they 12 and 13 in these role plays, and he like to humiliate kids in his role play, and he like to do race play and child play and humiliation play. These are humiliation rituals. Is he doing this to do the Hollywood sacrifice? Is he doing all these rituals with little babes in order to get higher in the industry? Is it a connection there? We always talking about how Hollywood and they're satanic and the humiliation and the rituals, and he loved to humiliate young girls. He likes to make them act like they 12 or 13 and kind of crazy in the head, and he pays them money and he likes to humiliate them, and then he used race involved. I mean, that is a satanist, whatever y'all call that. That's something serious. And he just paying 10 million, paying 5 million, a million just to shut it up, because he has so much money that he can do it. So of course he probably feel like he's God, and I just throw some money at it. But he has to do it, I guess, to get into Hollywood. And they have turned him into a monster. Or was he already a monster before he got into Hollywood? I don't know. But something is real crazy about this. Tylon donated $2. Sin will always burn you. Money can't help. Well, child, they getting his ass, ain't they? Whew, yeah. So he thought, okay, give her $10 million. And then Gabby, we're going to shut Gabby up. Gabby was Tony Busby. Tony Busby looked at all those photos. Tony Busby looked at all those videos. Tony Busby looked at the whole situation. And he said, no, we're not settling for 10 million. Make it 50. Make it 50 million. Because if they offering you 10 million, you know they're lowballing you because, hell, you know what I mean? So Shannon Sharpe said 50 million. Nah, she ain't worth 50 million. I'm gonna fight this. I'm gonna try to be different, and I'm gonna come out here. I'm gonna tell y'all what it is, because I got a reputation of being so transparent and honest. Shannon, you do not have a reputation of being honest, okay, and transparent. Those same black men that is standing up for you now, only because you're going against a white woman, okay, were the same man that was dogging you out and calling you zesty, and they pretty much was not going to watch your show because they feared that you are zesty, motherfucker, okay? And they feel like you ain't being honest about your zestiness, okay? Okay, do y'all still feel like Shannon Sharpe is zesty? Press 1, yes. Press 2, no. He a straight man. If he a straight man, this is how the straight men are being represented. They like to humiliate little girls. And could you guys imagine this, honey? Imagine this. Put it on pause for a minute. If the roles were reversed, if Donald Trump was with an 18-year-old black girl, and we hear Donald Trump on audio talking about you a small black ninja, and I'm gonna hang you from the tree, you little ninja. How would y'all feel about that? How would y'all feel about that? And then Donald Trump gonna say, we were just playing around. I get off on this type of stuff. You would look at Donald Trump as a weird creep. You would look at him as immoral. You would look at him, he has issues. You would look at him, this will translate into how he feels every day. It's a translation there. I don't believe it just stops in the bedroom, you know? You will call him the R word. You know, you would say he's a R word. He hate black women. He's only using them for a fetish. Y'all will have a field day. So keep that same energy. Hell. Emily donated $20. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you, honey. I really do. I really do. Yeah, come on, party crashers. We gonna crash on through. Letting you guys know right now, I'm going live later on today in the evening, and I'm coming back at night, and I'm putting uploads. So always check for this channel, The Messy Sweet Spot, because we are a community and we gonna grow together. Okay, just me and you. Just me and you, the two, honey. Okay. Why would he even role play like that? Says a lot about him. Yes, Christina, because he's always role play like this. This is nothing new to Shannon Sharpe. This is what he's into. He's into dark play. He's but Crystal, you think this is the only role play that he's doing? They are saying that you should hear the role play that he's doing allegedly with men and boys, okay, and how he like to have them playing. You know, it is very dark and it is very sinister. No wonder why was he ever married? I know he got kids, but was he married? And all the breaking up of the family home, honey, it's crazy out here. It is crazy. So let me go here. Let me bring these audio files up so you guys can hear it. I don't know if I'm gonna actually bring it up, but I want you guys to hear some of this stuff. Where's the file? Just give me 1 second. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Where's the file when I need it? All right, so here it is. You guys ready to hear this audio file of Shannon Sharpe? Press 2 if you guys ready to hear this audio file, okay? This is the new audio file that is coming up. Okay. Listen to this. Listen to it. It's coming.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Okay, did you hear her? Press 4 if you can hear that audio. She says, I don't know why you would want to go out. Press 4 if you can hear that audio. All right, let's go.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah, I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look.
Time out. She says, not a good look. Is she forcing him to say this shit? She ain't forcing Shannon Sharpe to say it. He's saying it because this is his desire. He's saying it because this is what he want to say. It shows you what he's really into. He's into some dark stuff. This is some dark stuff. Who in their right mind sit down and play that race? I'm a big black and I want to choke you. You want to put violence on someone. I think he's abusive as well. I mean, who fantasizes of being abusive? And then not only that, you're getting off on it. Like it arouses him to put pause on someone. That is very dark. And this is the guy that the black people put as a pedestal. I mean, y'all got some weird individuals. Y'all got R. Kelly as a pedo. Man, these black kings are into a lot of weird stuff. Would you agree? Press 7 if a lot of these black kings are into a lot of demonic, weird things. Okay?
Shannon.
Not a good look that you did with the shit you did to me.
Okay, well, you're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
All right, so that is what it is, okay? That is crazy. That's the audio. Now let's hear what Shannon Sharpe, what's his name? Stephen A. Smith had to say about it. Stephen A. Smith, he is into sports. He said he was the one that brought Shannon Sharpe into like the podcast world.
The plaintiff alleges Sharpe sexually assaulted her several times at the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025. The suit also alleges that Shannon engaged in the intentional infliction of emotional distress. It should be noted that the suit was filed by attorney Tony Busby. This is the same attorney that filed a suit against Jay-Z and P. Diddy, alleging they both sexually assaulted a minor, which has since been withdrawn. Jay-Z also has countersued Busby. By the way, the plaintiff in the Sharpe civil suit is not the woman heard in the accidental Instagram live stream incident that made headlines last September of last year.
I'm going to fast forward a little bit more.
As this YouTube show is owned and operated by me solely, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be dismissive of ESPN, who employs me in my daytime job on First Take. So I sit here before you today, letting you know that they are aware that this is a subject that I was going to broach because I owe them that courtesy. With that being said, it's important to point out a couple of things. Number one, I was not there. I am not.
Okay, he not getting to the point for me. Measure Man said, I have zero sympathy. We sent emails almost 6 months ago. This was coming, and there are 3 more lined up by the fall. They rather listen to Jack, and we had been wrong. We haven't been wrong yet. Okay. All right. So, Measure Man, are you saying that Shannon Sharpe, he has 3 more accusers that's coming for him in this fall? Measure Man, can you come up here and talk to us more about this case? All right. This is some of the stuff that Dr. Umar has to say. He said he is standing with Shannon Sharpe because he's a black man, all because he's a black man, okay? And he says that he loves his black queen. He said, I love my black queen. I love my black queen. Well, why you ain't marry a black queen? Why the black queen you did have, Dr. Umar, why you are creating broken homes for black queen? Don't he got a daughter that was raised in a broken home? You can't tell me you really love black queens when you have not married a black queen, that your black queen daughter is come from a broken home because you failed to be the father. You failed her and you neglected her. And then you got multiple kids out here by different multiple. Come on, you're not accountable of your thing. And you don't care about no black woman. If you did, you would marry one. Make her an honest woman. Have he made a black woman an honest woman? He is too old. How old is that man? Girl, bye. He making these black women whores. He making these black women in fornication. That's what he's doing, okay? Just talking shit. What happened to that damn school for the black queens? Hell, the black queens be waiting for all... Who takes this ass serious, huh? Okay, But listen to him just for a second.
Princesses and my young African prince, please don't let the dog eat doo-doo on Dr. Umar's school. Can y'all do me that? Can y'all promise me that y'all not gonna let the dog eat doo-doo? Let me say hi to the snow puppy. Come here. Black queens forever. Black queens forever. Come here. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never, snow puppy. Black queens forever. I said black queens forever.
Talking about doo-doo, didn't Shannon Sharpe go in that doo-doo hole? Press 9 if he was going in this girl doo-doo hole. I don't think you want to talk about doo-doo, okay? Because he was shit fucking, okay? But that is Dr. Umar's side. And I do have some clips from Funky.Neva, but you know what? I ain't going to play everybody else. How you doing, Miss Brown?
Okay. Hi. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, Brown.
I'm doing all right, man. You know, I just had to get on and just talk about this whole situation. It's sad situation that's happening with Shannon, and it's unfortunate that Bugsby is the helm at it as well. But yo, I mean, there's nothing that really can be said. He knew that he did what he did, and at the end of the day, regardless of what was done prior to the moment that she said no, that was it. He should have packed her up and sent her on her way. He chose not to do that. Unfortunately, he's going to have to be like the Tricks Rabbit is going to have to learn the hard way. Stop playing these little games that Blueface and the rest of these little upstarts are doing. He's too old for that. Tricks are for kids, man.
Mr. Brown,
Yes,
he
man.
has been accused 24 times, Mr. Brown. This ain't the first one, Mr. Brown.
Well, here's the thing. Just like you had me mention before, R. Kelly and other things, other people like that. As a community, we're putting them up on this pedestal and believing and thinking that they cannot commit no wrong when the actual wrong that they're committing is us. I mean, regardless, a white woman, okay, whatever. He's talking about doing all the rest of that to a white woman, okay, yeah, fine, whatever. But look at what he's really doing in the face of everything. I mean, he feels that he's just like everyone else. He could do whatever he wants to do and gets away with. When in actuality, that is false. I couldn't do that and get away with it. No one else could do that and get away with it. Why should he?
Well, for me, I know you said, it's a white woman, and I don't know, but I care about all women, everybody.
Yes.
I don't care about your race. I don't care about your age, and I don't give a damn. If you're doing wrong, you should not have nobody doing that to you.
And you are exactly right. And I do feel, and I have to take my words back because that really was ignorant on my part to just leave it as a white woman, as that is pretty much what the narrative is, to give him more justification as to his acts, to say that it wasn't that bad. No, this is a woman who, regardless, has the right to say no, regardless of what stage you are or how hot the moment is. And if this was done multiple times, then you have a pattern.
Yeah, he has a sick pattern. And then the fact that he's 56 years old and he's going after 19. We have to talk about the age difference because a lot of you all want to sweep it under the rug. You want to make it like a 19 and 56-year-old are equals. I've never heard of 56 and a 19-year-old being equals.
Not at all. Not at all.
Your elders. How can I respect my elders if my elders are doing this? I don't respect my elders. Hell. And then y'all telling me we on the same equal playing field. So what is the whole agenda? Respect your elders. They're older. Give them grace. F that damn grace. If 19 and they 56 and they can do it and y'all don't see it as a big issue. You don't
Well,
see
here's the thing.
structure.
But here's the thing. The thing is all about status and relevancy. At the end of the day, this 19-year-old has the status and the relevancy of saying that she is in a sexual relationship with Shannon Sharpe, whom right now is relevant on what? All of the YouTube and all the rest of these social media platforms where everyone is consuming not only their news, but all of their entertainment pretty much. So with all of these Gen Zers, which around the 19-year-old age bracket she fits in, he is a movie star. And she will definitely allow a movie star to do almost whatever they would like to do to her in the means of gaining relevancy and more status on her part.
Now, I'm not sure about that, Miss Brown. You got to break it down. So you're saying she wanted to be famous?
Saying, hold on, I didn't hear you.
You're saying she wanted to be famous because she wanted to be as Jane Doe. She didn't want fame. Shannon Sharpe doxed her. Shannon Sharpe put her out there, but she wanted to stay as Jane Doe. She didn't want to be famous.
Well, as far as the proceedings, yes. Who wants to be famous for a court proceeding? However, if you take the proceedings out and look at what Shannon was giving her, the money, the trips, the notoriety, at the end of the day, they had to be in public somewhere.
No, he didn't give her the notoriety. He gave his hairstylist or his wardrobe stylist more notoriety than anything. That was the man that he was always with and close with. But she was more so like a secret he knew, if the public knew a 56-year-old with a 19-year-old, they would have had a field day with that, Brown. We would have been knew about her. We didn't see them together.
Well, then let me go ahead and say this one. Think about the R. Kelly mentality and all of the young ladies that R. Kelly had. Now, of course, all of those young ladies didn't make it on the social media or on the platforms, on the faces. However, it was something about the notoriety of the name R. Kelly, of the money that came behind R. Kelly, that kept these young ladies still going, knowing they will never be chosen to be number one. The same situation is here with Shannon Sharpe. It's just that at the end of the day, in an aspect to hide his over aggressiveness, and with his over aggressiveness, his true nature of being, well, bi at best, he put that on Front Street for the community, for the black people, so that he doesn't have to be ridiculed for going after the snow bunny, which is that mentality that he was raised in Georgia. And I'm from Georgia. And that is a mentality that we are, truthfully. If you're successful, you show your success and the status of your success by getting yourself either a white woman or as close to a white woman as you possibly can. And that I'm well over. Well, I'm almost damn near 50 my damn self. And I grew up that way.
Now, I hear you, Mr. Brown. I do disagree on some of the stuff. Let's talk about her wanting notoriety. I don't feel like she wanted to be notoriety. Most girls that want to be noticed, what do they do, y'all? They expose. They say, I'm sleeping with little baby. Or they'll put a picture of Shannon Sharpe sleeping, and then they'll do a selfie like I'm with him. That is when you know these girls want to be close to him for his name. Now, how it's painted, she's 19. She's working out at the gym. Okay. Shannon Sharpe keeps coming after her. She didn't want nothing to do with him. She didn't find him attractive, but he kept on being persistent and persistent. And he was telling her, I'm not going to take no for an answer. He already had in his mind what he wanted to do to her. He was already fantasizing and beating that pickle.
Yes.
Thinking about her. He was obsessive. This is an obsessive man. When a girl tells you no and you just keep on coming and you keep on coming and you keep on coming, you being obsessive as hell. And why would he want to be obsessive? You got all this money, you got all these women, and you got so many black women that would love to be with Shannon Sharpe, right? But you want to ask all the black women, and you want to chase after this 19-year-old girl that already denied you and reject you a few times, but maybe he get off on being rejected too. You know, I think sometimes they get off on being rejected and be like, I'm going to really punish you now. Oh God, I'm going to punish you more.
How dare you say no to me?
And maybe they feel like it's a more of a trophy prize when she rejects me. Because listen, Brown, Shannon Sharpe got a line of girls that's willing to do whatever they want, whatever he wants them to do, right?
Right.
Want them. He wants something that he cannot obtain.
Exactly.
That is something that's very delusional and sick to me. So he's like, I gotta try to impress her. I gotta do everything. So she's 19, impressionable, hell. And you're like, well, damn, if this man gonna break his back to do all this shit, I okay, you know, the money, okay. I mean, she's 19, of course. I mean, some won't, but hell, I don't blame her for doing that shit. Hell, but not because I want to be with him, because of the things that he's offering me, the experience that he's offering me. It sounds good, and all I gotta do is, you know, have these talks with you, and you know, talk to you, and you know, try to get to know you, and that's just a door opener, so he can do all the sick satanic shit he want to do, and that's the manipulation.
And you know, you're absolutely right. The talks are a door opener. Because when
telling her, I want to be choking you and I want you to have like this. The reason why he couldn't do that, because he knew that that would throw her off. So he have to come and present himself like he's a good man and he's that. He was false representing who he was.
And you know, you are right on the right path. I agree with you, because when you look at it, everything that he's doing is in the aspect of grooming. And in grooming, you know, there are fetishes where people actually have sex while they talk shit to one another, choking and everything. And definitely when you have a over aggressive man that is in control of a relationship like that, that displays those same qualities in the form of text and also in form of just speaking, that's exactly what he's doing.
And most of these men are weird. Men that are into this are weird, and they open the door like, we just gonna role play and I give you the money, but then it gets serious for them and the role play ain't role playing anymore.
I mean, and it sounds so sad and crazy, but look at Trump and what he has said. Grab her by the pee, they just let us do it when they rich. I mean, that was more than just for him. That is basically for everyone. And then when you actually look at the Diddy situation and you actually look at the Jay-Z situation and some of the stuff that they have been doing, it's just rampant. And this is how these elites really think of us, the ones that buy their records, the one that supports them. They think of us as being nothing but just objects for their entertainment.
Subjects, yeah, they see them.
There it is.
And subjects is traditional. If you look in the past, how the upper people or the money people with money or status, they always saw the common and the poor as subjects.
Right.
They even see them as human. They saw them as subjects.
Exactly. And look at what the actions are. Diddy, R. Kelly, even Shannon Sharpe. Look at how they are what they're doing, how they're talking to these women and other men. And come on, look, who remembers making the band with when Diddy was just made them go walk across the bridge to get some goddamn what was that, milk or some shit, a pie? The demeanment, and they laugh at it. And that is exactly what Shannon Sharpe is doing. But you know what? Hey, I know it's been a while. You know, I've been out here fighting my own fight on my side. I got to go over here with some little stuff that I got to do. Gigi, always a pleasure.
Thank you for dropping by. Appreciate you, Brown.
All right.
So ESPN is slow at firing him, which may mean it could be a setup. Why isn't he fired? He would be fired immediately. We got to place ourselves on guilty, I think. I think that ESPN, they're playing political. This is a political realm. You know, the political thing is race. Why are you going to fire a black man? You know, then the political thing is gender. You know, you can't believe women because of the Me Too movement and women lie. So you have these two things that is helping Shannon so people can feel more guilty for him. The Me Too movement is going away and people are painting women as liars. I don't know if you guys notice it, but they are going back to victim blaming. In the past, they used to victim blame women a lot. They used to say, well, it's your fault. Whatever happens to you, it's your fault. So they are going back to that type of agenda. It's a big push for that. So you have that going on politically. You know, well, it's a woman there and she put herself in that situation. So why should a man get blamed? Who cares? Then you have the race. Well, he's a black man, and if we fire him, it's going to make it look like we're the R word, and we don't want to look like we're the R word. So, I mean, I think because political. I tell y'all what. It says men never want to take accountability for anything. They're cowards. Well, that's how they've been raised. They've been raised. They didn't have to take accountability for anything. They don't have any fathers. Where is Shannon Sharpe father? Did he have a father in his life? Where is his mom? Did he come from a broken home? I mean, have you guys looked into this? Can y'all tell me what's going on with Shannon and the family? Not trying to be funny. All the liars like Allie, okay, have contributed to this chaos of lies, and now Jack. Well, I don't want to keep talking about Jack shit. You come on, let's leave that alone. Don't get me in no bull crap. Ooh, wait for the facts. We already seeing the facts. Shannon Sharpe has came out and said that it's him on the audio. He did say that. I mean, you threaten somebody on phone call. You want to say it's a play or not? If I threaten you and then I say I was just playing, is that excusable? Is that excusable? It doesn't matter. If we role play, I want you to role play and rob this woman. We just playing. It's a prank. Let's prank and act like we're gonna rob her. We're gonna take her purse, and then we're gonna come back an hour later and give it back. I don't give a damn if it's a damn prank. You're going to jail because you broke the law. You want to excuse shit with pranks and role play? No. And Shannon Sharpe, the man of his status, should have never been in this situation. Shannon Sharpe, a man of 56 years old, should have never been in this situation of role playing and pranking, doing crimes. You want to prank doing crimes. You want to role play doing crimes. Hell, well, let me. I mean, how far y'all take it? And I hear some of y'all take it far. Y'all have slice and dices. Y'all like to put slice and dices in each other's skin. I think it's sick. I think it's sick. And I think your ass should go to jail. Role play or not. And you guys can't get enough. You guys gonna keep going far and far because the devil got you twisted. Like some dreads on a Jamaican head. The devil got your mind twisted like some dreads on a Jamaican head, baby. Okay? Got you twisted. Got you twisted and perverted. Perverted in things. Okay? Ooh. The car have been sliced and manipulated. He needs off TV and streaming because underage and teens watch ESPN. He does, but they're going to be slow because of that race stuff. And they know that it's a lot of black men that watch ESPN. Black men rule sports. So they're going to be very scary on what direction they're going to go. So they're not going to do it because of political. I definitely feel like it's political and they're not going to move because of political. Shannon is freaky old man. I mean, he's not a freaky old man. He's a disgusting old man. The stuff that he says, the stuff that he's into is gross. Okay? I wouldn't name that as freaky. If that, what do y'all call freaky? Okay? It says, I don't feel bad for him at all. He's old, had no business messing with that young girl. He did not have anything. You're right. He should not mess with that young girl for one. But then let's move on. If she was 50 years old and he went in her back door when she told him, don't go in my back door, is that wrong? Is that illegal? If you are with a man and y'all been humping for a while now and he goes in your back door without a wrapper, is he wrong for that? Press 2 if he's wrong for that, y'all. Press 7 if he is right for that. And if he does that to you, most of y'all won't even press charges. Most of y'all will be upset about it. You'll cuss them out, and that's the most you'll do. But you ain't going to do shit about it. A lot of y'all have been essayed, and you don't do nothing about it. You haven't went to the police. You haven't did shit, and y'all still hang out with them. And a lot of y'all are mad at this girl because she's standing up for her. She have higher standards. She said, no, I'm getting my goddamn lick back. You essay me during that time. I'm about to essay your goddamn bank account. I'm about to go all up in your bank account, motherfucker. Okay? And that's that on that. That's that on that. Hell. Anytime during the act, the word stop comes up, you continue. It's S-A. You right. You right. Ooh. Keep on coming with the comments. And then the bastard had the nerve to say he's going to make it where nobody wants the little girl and he tries to destroy her inside. He's the devil. He is. And not only, he hates women. Duh. And guess what? Okay, let me put this. Listen to this. Shannon Sharpe hates women, I feel. Allegedly he hates women. Do you feel like he hates women? Press 7 if you feel like Shannon Sharpe hates women. Okay? Only a man like this would do a woman like this because they hate women. Okay? They want access to her body to do her anyway. But if you really cared about a woman, you adored a woman, no way you would want to put harm on her. No way you would want her to do all this disgusting thing. You will see her as a delicate flower. But do he see her as a delicate flower? No, he see her as trash. Okay. And he felt like he could do anything he want to do with that trash because it's his trash. Honey, that trash told him. Okay. Let me go to his ex-boyfriend, allegedly, Hollywood, and see what he said. What's his name? Hollywood McGlare. Look at that. He done blocked me. He didn't. Child, he done blocked my ass. Girl, he done blocked. Child, hold on. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to find out on the other side. Ooh, he heard me talking about his ass. Damn. He don't put this shit private. Ooh, honey, hold on. I got it. Damn, my other phone. Child, I'm gonna bring y'all that tea tonight. Cause you know I got backup accounts. And I follow people on my backup accounts and they don't know it's me. Hello. Okay. Mr. Brown donated $5. He says legally, if she said no and he still continued, that is an assault. The opinion of the street is nothing when you are standing in front of a judge. You absolutely right, Mr. Brown. You are absolutely right. Man, he done. Ooh, no, he did not. Well, Hollywood on that post I'm going to show you later on today, he said that the reason why Shannon Sharpe did what he did because he was upset and mad because he couldn't have him. So he took it out on the girl. Okay. He had a meme and the meme was given the reason why he did what he did because he could not take it out on the girl. Then the next slide was, do you notice every time the public uses Shannon Sharpe, they always are picking pictures that I dressed him in? And then the next slide was clock that tea. Okay. So pretty much he said that Shannon Sharpe is taking it out on girls because he can't get with a man. And ain't that what they say about down low men? They hate women and they take their hate out on women because they can't be what they really want to be with a man. Because I never, ever, let's look at these goddamn pictures. Let's look at these pictures, y'all. Let's break this shit down. Did he ever humiliate Hollywood? Huh? Did he ever want to humiliate Hollywood? Hell no, he treated Hollywood like a queen. Don't you know how the men that go to jail and you hear the gays that go to jail, they say, oh, I love going to jail, honey. I want to go to jail again. I got treated like a princess. I got treated like a queen. The men in jail get more respect than the women outside. Okay, that's paying on these men thing, that's paying for the Jordans, that's housing these men. These gays, zesties in the jail and trans, they say they're getting treated way better than when they men get out. When they men get out, they start hitting on these women because they really want to be with a man. Bitch, let that sink in. Let that sink in. Oh my God, it ain't funny. It ain't funny. Okay. It's not funny at all. It ain't. It's sad, right? It's sad out here in these streets. But let me bring this up. Let's look at these pictures. Okay. Look at these goddamn pictures. Look, this is him and his bae. Now, do y'all see this? Do y'all see that? Now, he didn't humiliate Hollywood. He treated Hollywood like a queen. He ain't do this to this white girl. He didn't have her on court side. Nah, she got the humiliation treatment. Hollywood got the princess treatment. Hollywood got treated like a queen, honey. Okay. He was paying Hollywood good money to style him, allegedly. Now, where's the style? Shit. And a lot of times y'all see a lot of these men and they be like, oh, you dress so gay. It's because a gay man is dressing them. And most likely it's their gay lover. Let's just be real about it. Okay. It's their gay lover that's dressing them, honey. Okay. Shit. And that's why they're gonna rock it with all the pride. Okay. And say, fuck you mean. Y'all can't catch on because y'all so damn slow. Okay. This is Hollywood dressing him too. Ooh, looking like a goddamn gorilla. Okay. Ooh, god damn. Damn, y'all. I thought that was Miss Netta for a little glance. Okay, just put a wig on. Okay. But yeah, he wanted to humiliate women, but he loved on his homeboy. Okay. Ooh, and this is the honey. See, Hollywood, he don't play that shit. This is Hollywood with another NFL player that was on the down low, and Hollywood was his stylist too. And that's what I'm saying. These down low men, they hire their boyfriend as their assistant, their whatever. You know what I mean? And that is good because the gays, they be in the styling, they be in the hairdresser, in the makeup. So they be like, okay, I'm gonna pick a hairstylist or a makeup artist. That's why all of them go to hair and makeup, because they know they can get a man on the side. Okay, in Hollywood. That's how you're gonna get a touch to him or be an assistant here. Okay. Honey. But yeah, Hollywood didn't get the disrespect treatment. He got treated like a princess. Okay, courtside, baby. Okay. My goodness. I ain't mad at Hollywood. Go ahead, boo. A whole bunch of gays wish they can do it like you. Okay, he's showing y'all the game. Oh, he's showing y'all the game in this motherfucker. Okay. Yeah, personal barbers. That too. Oh, he done blocked my ass. Okay. Oh, I'm just gonna get my tea from Tasha K. Okay. Now Shannon shows know that look gay. Look at his body language. What a joke. Because that's who he want to treat as a princess. That's what he loves. But you guys shame Shannon Sharpe for being homosexual. So that's why he have to do this stuff with these women, because that's his way of expressing his hate towards society. And then he sees white women, I guess, I don't know, but he's putting that hate on women. They all do. Who blocked you, Gigi? Well, he didn't block me. He just made it private. Or maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's the other thing I'm on. It's just private. It's private. Let me put it up here so y'all know he ain't blocked me. I ain't gonna make up no rumor on him. Okay. All right. You see, it's private. You see, so he didn't block me. It's just private. I thought I followed him, but maybe I follow him on my other channel. I don't know. I got so many. You know how I be having many YouTube channels? Girl, I got twice as many Instagrams, and you never know when I'm coming. Okay, honey, I got so many aliases. That's why I got to move out here in these streets. Okay. All right. Ooh, so looking here, this is a video he came up with, Shannon Sharpe running that mouth. And a lot of people felt that was a bad move for him to run his mouth the way he did. But I'm looking in the comment section over here. They said, aren't you old enough not to get yourself in this situation? $50 million. Who thinks Shannon slept with? Okay. What did you think will come if you messing with a 19-year-old white woman? Child, please. You know better. No sympathy. Okay. Sex tape, duct tape. It wasn't. Okay. Okay, so a lot of people don't sympathize with him, and he's too grown and he's too big. You too grown, you too big. You're supposed to be protecting the community, not the community protecting you. Why are you making the community protect you? You're supposed to be the hero. Hell. What they say? Wow, a well-kept stylist to underground download men. Yeah, you ain't know that. You ain't know that, honey. They always gonna, or it could be the weed man. Let's not forget about the weed man, honey. Yeah. I've been hearing the weed man, he be having gay clients. It's a reason for that. They be doing some exchanging. You know, then you got the download weed man that's gonna come around and he gonna be your man weed man, but he on a download and you don't know, and they hooking up. Okay, shit. You gotta watch everything in this motherfucker. Okay, hell. I had a thing with the man that was cutting my grass. Honey, he came doing my lawn. One thing led to another. Okay, shit. If you go to McDonald's and the gay guy is hooking your boyfriend up with some extra shakes, okay, you better watch that. You better watch that shit. They be playing in your face, okay? Yeah, they be getting the hookup, all right, okay? Okay, shit. He wearing a size medium suit jacket knowing he's need 3 times, 4 times, looking 20. That's Hollywood doing. Hollywood got him looking like this. That's Hollywood, and I guess he loved the gay look. Because that's really who he is. He want to be himself, but society, y'all keep on bashing him for being gay. And if you don't believe me, look how the straight black man was bashing him for being a homosexual. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta play that Tasha K clip too. Let me see. Shannon, all you gotta do is Shannon Sharpe. Okay. And he slipped up and he said he liked younger men at one point. All right, so look at this. Look how the black straight man did him. Look, you got Eddie Murphy. This is Shannon Sharpe. Eddie Murphy said he's gay, club gay. You see, that's why he had to be with these women, because y'all kept calling him gay. Okay. Griffin being called gay. Damn, they all gay. Shannon Sharpe, formerly friend, admits he's gay. And that's O'Shea Duke. That's a black man. And he got a title. Shannon Sharpe, former friend, admits he's gay. And he talking about Hollywood. Look at this. All these views. Shannon Sharpe, former gay stylist, betrays him by doing this. Yeah, Hollywood be doing. He do sneak disses. Look at the Republicans, the black Republicans. They said Shannon Sharpe mocked and trolled by blacks on social media for appearing gay, holding purse. All right. See, that's the reason why he's acting out on women, because y'all won't let him be gay in peace. Okay. He want to be gay in peace. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that goddamn bright ass orange. Look at that. Look at the stance. Okay. See, this is what y'all get when y'all don't let these men be gay in peace. But Shannon is wrong for doing those women like that, because he don't want these women. He want to hate these women. Okay. Crazy Shannon Sharpe being sued by ex-girlfriend for 50. Okay, that's current. That's current. Dr. Umar says Shannon Sharpe used IG Live incident to clear the gay rumors. Now, ain't this funny? Now, Umar was the one slandering him, calling him gay. Now he's defending him because he's going against a white woman. Let's see the hypocrisy. Let's see what he's saying on here.
Whoa, can I?
Okay, I don't want to hear that commercial. Okay, let me move this up. Let's see what he said on here. I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see what he said. Are y'all curious to see what he said?
Donnell, and I don't want to misquote him, but I think he felt Shannon Sharpe might have played a role in that. I agree. I think Shannon or the woman.
So he's talking about Michelle. Now, a lot of people feel like Michelle is really a transgender, used to be a man. And he played it, and it was Shannon Sharpe and this Michelle person doing the nasty audio. I mean, Shannon Sharpe has been doing some very questionable, some very weird, freaky things. I think he's another Diddy. I won't be surprised if Shannon Sharpe went to the Diddy parties either. But listen here what Umar had to say about it.
He was with, and I pray it wasn't a snow bunny, but I think Shannon or the woman he was with orchestrated that, because I do Instagram live on the regular, right? First of all, you got to open up the app. After you open up the app, you got to slide over to live. After you slide over to live, you got to hit the live. So you can, it's very difficult. I'm not going to say impossible. It's very difficult to go live accidentally. If Shannon Sharpe claims it was an accident, I'm not going to call my brother a liar. Even though he's a bunny hopper, I still respect him as a black man. I'm not going to call him a liar, but I can see how he has benefited from this episode. He was being accused of being a part of the Rainbow Army. This may have helped dispel those allegations. In addition to that, someone said he was just offered $100,000 from an adult film company to produce an adult film, or at least license the audio that he had, or whatever the case may be. It brought him a whole lot more followers and listeners, although he was already one of the top podcasts and doing well for himself. But this really did bring a lot of attention to Shannon Sharpe. It really, really did. And I can see why Mason Cameron and others might feel like Shannon Sharpe intentionally did this, because there was a lot to gain, especially clearing himself of the rumors that he was homosexual. Absolutely. Because even when he talked to Ocho Cinco afterwards, he wasn't very remorseful. He apologized, but he celebrated in that apology. You know, he said, I was getting down, you know what I mean? And I get down and, you know, I popped my Viagra or had my condoms. Like, he was bragging about the encounter. It's kind of hard for.
Whoa! And this was 6 months ago. Shannon Sharpe been on demon time when it comes to this freaky stuff. He popped Viagra. He on them pills. Honey, he destroyed that donut. If you on them pills and you doing them honey packs and that shit won't go down, and you're doing this just to make it so because you hate that you're a homosexual, honey, I tell you, it's something else. It is something else with this. Whoa.
To believe you're sorry this happened.
And they say he don't believe that he's sorry this happened. And then I guess to this, if you are gay, all you got to do is coming out with a freak tape of you with a woman, and then the black community gonna say you ain't gay no more. Okay, simple as that. How do y'all feel about that? If it was a gay person and then you see him with a woman, a video, would you feel like he's straight now? Press 5 if you feel like he's straight now. Press 10 if you feel like no, he ain't straight now. But that is what the black community believes. That's why a lot of times, you know, men that are on DL, they have multiple kids by different baby mamas, so you'll never say they're gay. They married women, so you won't say they're gay. So hell, it is what it is. You know, they're gonna eat it up. Okay. Oh. People are saying facts. He leaked them. I still convinced he's a LGBT. Oh man. My goodness. Woo. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna have to go. Hey, Mitch, I just seen you down there. I probably have to get you on the next round. All right, you guys. I just want to say thank you all for liking, sharing, comment. Make sure you guys get the likes up, and I will see you guys on the next live stream. All right, DJ, where you at, DJ? Get them likes up. Run them likes up, y'all. Yeah.